What's up, my people? So, unless you've been off the internet or just been real busy with other things, everybody knows that the big story is that Sam McCall was killed off on General Hospital. Now, on Wednesday, uh, October 30th, I did put up put up that a stream that night. I did go live and I did state how I felt. So for newer viewers, if y'all want to check out that stream and know my controversial take on that of why I felt the way I felt about Sam, y'all could check that out. I stand by what I said because the way she treated Julian was unacceptable, and I stand by a lot of what I said. But I wanted to take this opportunity to review Sam's death and the execution and stuff on a more leveled professional thoughts process of how I'm looking at it. So, from the storyline perspective, like her dying the way she did was probably not really fitting for the character, to be honest. I mean, look at all the adventures that her and Jason have been through over the years. Like, even in those flashbacks, I'm not going to lie to y'all. On Thursday, when they showed those flashbacks of Sam and Jason, I was like, okay, I could see the old Sam that people loved at one point. Because even Kelly Monaco herself said that they turned the character into something that she didn't even recognize. And she had worked so hard to build up the character of Sam. So she did not appreciate that not one bit. I know her and Frank Valentini, their issues and stuff. So I do support Kelly Monaco in her future endeavors. I really do. I personally, I want to see her go on The Young and the Restless or Days of Our Lives. I would love to see her on either one of those shows. I feel she would be a great fit. Like Kelly Monaco playing a long lost Demera, that she would fit right in to that family with her acting skills. I could see her. Or on Young and the Restless, she could be Audra's long lost sister, or Chance's new detective partner that has a shady, who starts off as a dirty cop. I could see that happening. Her keeping everybody on their toes in General City. I could see Kelly Monaco not being intimidated by Victor Newman. So she would definitely be a strong character on either one of those shows. So that's what I wanted to see for Kelly Monaco. But back to what I was saying about the Sam character, I felt that with all those adventures that she's been on, that it would have been better if she was able to be eliminated via like a shootout or something, like where Sam could have went down swinging, where she had to protect Danny from one of Jason's enemies, maybe Sidwell or whatever, and then that's how Sam could have died on screen in Jason's arms or something like that. I felt that that would have been better. I also felt that Dante proposing to her while she's in the hospital bed was kind of random. And you feel they just did that to try to add last minute lasting effects of Sam's death. Like, oh my god, I love this woman. I was going to spend the rest of my life with this woman. But it was just random. They were not talking about getting married, even though they already lived together anyways, a long while ago. So I'm like, okay, what really would have made a difference if they were married or not? Engaged? Like, seriously. I never really bought into Dante and Sam as a couple, and I also just felt that Dante's crying just doesn't come across as natural, to be honest. Like, he has kind of a very weak cry. Like, Dante is kind of more believable in the tough cop role, that he could whoop some ass, but when he tries to start crying over Sam, I didn't buy it. I'm like, no. Because every time he has that little cracked voice when he tries to do that, and it just doesn't feel natural for him, like he's really crying. So, um, no, I just felt that part was a bust. Alexis knocked it out of the park though. When she was in denial, she said, "No, my daughter was just cold. Don't tell me my daughter was dead. No, she is fine. She's just cold. You need to go get some blankets." And then when she was talking about when Sam was born and before she was taken from her, how she brought her so much joy, how it wasn't her choice, but now to walk away from Sam, but now and how they found their way back to each other years later. It was just, I thought that was very, Alexis knocked it out of the park in her reaction to it. Absolutely was great. But um Christina's reaction on Friday to Sam's death, she didn't really show. I mean, I get that she's still in denial, so I could justify that part, but we just saw her bring it when she lost her baby, so I thought she was going to show a little bit more emotion. Like Molly instantly knocked it out of the park. Kristen Vargos, you do your thing, girl. I know Molly be getting on my nerves, but Kristen Vargos just got some respect from me after that performance because she was instantly crying and stuff while Christina was just not really into it. She was like, eh. I was expecting more, but it's still early, so maybe she could cry later. But I doubt it at this point. Maybe that's. I'm hoping that is just temporary though, and she's gonna really break down in grief later. But I highly doubt it. Um, it's just that was a failed opportunity there to really hone on her skills. But ultimately, I still feel that it's going to be revealed that Cyrus was the one that bumped off Sam. Cyrus managed to get into that hospital room and he did something. I believe that that's what's going to happen. Um, but as far as his motives, would be clearly to get Dante back with Lulu. Maybe he was lurking in the back room when Dante proposed to Sam, and he feels Lulu's gonna wake up soon, so he's trying to. Um, that's his way of absolving himself for all those years that Lulu was in a coma. That he's giving Lulu her family back to balance the scales. He's a self-serving bastard like that. And also, I feel that, but one thing I feel about Sam's death is that um, it's going to have long term effects for both Danny and Scout. We can see Scout, when Scout turns into an adult, I feel Sam's death, which just happened now, is going to shape into her future character somehow, especially when she finds out how her mom actually died. If Cyrus comes out, and then Danny will be in the more is going to be more like Jason than ever before. He might decide Cyrus has got to go. How Jason himself might decide that Cyrus got to go, but got to stop Danny from doing it. So, and Danny could end up working for Sonny in a few years if they play this out the way I think they might. So, there's definitely going to be some interesting developments with that. But I did feel bad for the kids and Alexis and them. So, ultimately, I feel that Kelly Monaco deserves the best, and I believe she deserves a new role that she could thrive in and be a real leading character. again because the Sam character has kind of gone downhill for years. I know there was some backstage drama due to that, but I feel it could be better for her in the long run. This is just when one door closes, another one opens. So I feel she'll be all right. Now, the other thing about General Hospital that I wanted to mention real quick was the Michael and Sasha situation. I'm not mad at Michael. I'm really not. So he had to do what he had to do. Because who the hell did Willow think she is? She gonna put Drew's nasty lips on her twice, and you kiss Michael right after that, and she didn't even use no mouthwash, no Listerine, no, no gum, no close-up toothpaste, no Colgate, nothing. Willow wasn't using this after she was kissing Drew. Nope. She just kissed Michael right after, but I'd be mad as hell. So you damn right, Michael went over there, but at least Michael got himself showered and situated after he was done with Sasha before he went over there and got himself some seconds with Willow. I'm like, go Michael, all right? That's the least Willow could do. Offer her wifely duties. So what she don't know won't hurt her. Because Michael's been nothing but good to Willow. As much as I've disliked Michael over the last year or two, because he only turns into an insufferable dick when he's mad at Sonny. When he's mad at everybody else, he don't let that take over him. But when he gets mad at Sonny, the whole world has to suffer. Because he's such an arrogant a-hole. But when he's mad at, like when he was mad at Nina initially, before he got mad at Sonny, it was just whatever. But when he's mad at Sonny, that's when he really became insufferable. But with the whole AJ thing, when he's mad at Sonny, he was an insufferable dick all those months. But when he was mad at Nell, he didn't even get that mad at Nell. He just wanted to get his son back. He didn't get that mad at Brad. He just that's because, but to be fair, that's because Sonny threatened Brad's life if Brad didn't plead guilty. I would have said, you know what, fuck you, Sonny. That's what I would have said when he did that. I would have absolutely said that. I sure would have. And yeah, so I feel that even though Drew's comforting Scout, that's not going to stop Michael from going full ruthless on Drew. Not one bit. And I'm waiting for it. And when that truth comes out about Sasha and Michael, I think Sasha's going to get pregnant. I can't wait. And all I know is writers, you better give Sasha a very healthy, happy baby. That's all I know. If anyone, matter of fact, give that girl twins. Anybody deserves her happily ever after and some 18 years of solid child support checks. It is Sasha Gilmore, all right? That girl has been put through the ringer. So give her 2 babies. I stand by that. That will work for me. Absolutely. That will. And then lastly, I just wanted to mention Sidwell. I'm waiting for him to come back to Port Charles and raise some hell. I'm looking forward to this because Holly, you're gonna F around and find out Sidwell's not playing with your ass. You should have left his diamonds alone. This man is not to be played with. But you and Sonny are about to F around and find out. But that's how I felt. So this video came along because, as y'all know, as my long-term viewers know, I have a membership program, and part of those perks is I do weekly polls where whoever wins majority is the show that I review for the week. Since Sam and Michael and Sasha were the big storylines, that's what I mainly discussed for this video. Um, and then, but the options were General Hospital, Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, and Days of Our Lives. So General Hospital won this week, obviously because of the Sam situation. So, but the last few weeks, The Young and the Restless had won. So if y'all are fans of both, so if any new viewers are fans of both General Hospital and The Young and the Restless, feel free to click on that video, and you'll hear my thoughts of last week's Young and the Restless review. And I live stream 9:30 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, while Fridays and Saturdays are interchangeable days. So sometimes I'll take off that Friday night and live stream that Saturday, or if I live stream that Friday night, then take off that Saturday. Or sometimes I'll do both. It depends. But those days are always interchangeable for Fridays and Saturdays, and I usually let y'all know in the community tab on if I'm reviewing it or not that day. I'm live streaming or not. But I will be live streaming for my members tonight at around 9:30 or 10 p.m. Eastern start time. And looking forward to that. And let me know ultimately what y'all thought about Sam McCall's death. How did y'all think that it should have been written out? And what do you want to see Kelly Monaco doing in the future? All right. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. Peace.